it's not just about, you know, the academic. It has to do with all other things. And if you now begin to say the profession that pride itself as, oh, we are fit and proper and we are learned, and then you drop the fit and proper and, you know, hold on to the learned only, and then there's a problem somewhere. And so that's where we're having all of these issues. These people, are they fit and proper to be addressed as, you know, milords?
Your colleague was here earlier, and of course he talked about that, the issue of experience. And we asked if judges get any training. He said they get some ad hoc training. Do you think that some proper training? Because here we're also looking for people of character, you know, and should it matter where we get them if we can train them properly?
Because if you talk about character is not something you can change, you know, with 6 months training. You know, that's why even those days.
Well, what I mean is, your integrity is not in question, but we should be able to, you know, polish you to know what exactly is expected of a judge.
Your integrity should be in question for us to be able to polish you to be fit and proper. Because if we need to polish you to be fit and proper, your integrity should come first. It's not a rocket science.
That's what I'm saying.
If you have a man who is trainable, but his integrity is questionable, then there is no need even saying, look, let's even start.
I think you're misunderstanding my question. What I'm saying is this person is of, you know, impeccable integrity.
Yeah.
But the person is from the banking sector, for instance.
Okay.
Which you have said should not be the case, because that person might not have a thorough knowledge of procedural law.
People like that, you can train them. You know, it's not enough for you to just bring that person from that sector. Like, because that's why I say the two must go pari passu. It's not a question of, oh, look, this man is brilliant but lacks integrity, or he has integrity but, you know, the basic skill is not there.
So do you think that ad hoc training is enough? It's
not enough, and that's why, because in some cases where, okay, like you are appointed as a judge and then you sit with a co-judge, you know, for some time to watch how they do it. And if you're unfortunate to sit with a corrupt one, if your integrity is not impeccable, you know, the natural tendency is that, you know, you will grow up to be like that. Okay, look, these are the loopholes. Let's see how we can, you know, not break the law, but bend it a little to suit our purpose. And so gradually, by the time one corrupt judge trains another one, that one trains two, and two will train four. And before you know it, it becomes a norm. And so once it's a norm, you know, not doing it the right way becomes unusual. So where are you from? This is not the way we do it. You know, there is a way you.
So what happens to all the training we get from schools, from law school?
Even as a practicing lawyer, the fact that you've been called to the bar, it's not just enough for you to say, okay, yes, I'm a lawyer and I can face any judge. And apart from the fact that you're there to move, even an ex parte motion, there's no lawyer on the other side. For some lawyers, it's not easy to stand up in court to say, my lord, I have a motion before you. There is no opposition. Nobody's opposing. It's not easy for some people. And then you appoint a man like that because his father is related to the governor, or his father is a friend to the minister, and you appoint him as a judge, and then he says, oh, look, my son boy, go and be a judge. Make me proud.
That's how
he gets there. All he has, exactly. Maybe probably from day one, even before he entered the university, like my Professor Iboni used to say, your father has been begging his way through for you.
Wow.
Please, the bearer is from me. He's my son. He's been at home. He just finished his SSC. I need him to get into the university. I can no longer cope with his nuisance at home. Please, just put him anywhere. I want him to be a lawyer anyway. Just fix him there. He will cope. And your father has begged his way through for you. You're there. And all through, you know, just to manage to pass. And then you get to the law school just to manage to pass. Just be called anyway. And then you're called. And then you say, no, daddy, please, this is not for me. No, going to court is not for me at all. Even though some will pride themselves as the pride of being a lawyer is in the court. No. And then someday, you've been 10 years at the bar. We need to, I know my friend is a member of this Judicial Commission, and I know they are recruiting young lawyers, young judges. I think that position will suit you. And then you find yourself as a judge. You have to learn from colleagues. Okay, how do I do this? How do I do that? Apart from 1 or 2 weeks training that you get in between.
Exactly, that's what's going on.
There should be an institution. There should be an institution. Once you're appointed, you've been a lawyer, you've been trained as a lawyer, you've been practicing as a lawyer. Now, because we need to maintain standard, we need to elevate you to another position, although the same profession, but something different. When your character, your integrity, and your brilliance will be brushed up also as a judge. And so, once you are there, even if you've been appointed as a judge, let's go there for 1 year. Go and learn the rudiment. We know you've been learning it. You've been writing briefs up to the Supreme Court. But for this one, it's a different thing altogether. And then you get there, you learn the ropes and the rudiment. You come out different. But when you just, all we have is just appoint the man or the woman, and he sits down there as a judge, and you will get the same results that we are getting today.
That's what Albert says. Look, once you get appointed on the basis of a recommendation, you will be blackmailed. And you lose your integrity.
Yes, but for some people, majority of them, 80% these days, is on recommendation. And that's why even some people are telling you now that even the title, the privilege of being a senior advocate, that these days is, in those days when you see a senior advocate in court, you respect him. But now, you see some cases, you see a senior advocate, who is this one again? I don't know him. Say one of these new sick. Say, was he practicing law? I really don't know him. You see, some are politicians already, and some are contractors, and and so if the title that is reserved for the highest echelon of the profession, it's been awarded to politicians, contractors, and and if it's possible for these people, they will make politicians and contractors judges. And so that's why we are where we are today.
I was just going to say the recommendation should not necessarily be a bad thing.
It shouldn't be, but in the case, anything that's once we adopt any procedure here, we'll rubbish that procedure. If you're good, I can recommend you, oh, this person is good, why don't you? But there should be a foundation for, there should be a level playing field. I've recommended you, go through the process. There should be interviewing processes, and irrespective of where you're coming from. And then thereafter, once you scale the hurdle, then there should be an institution that will be able to at least, tone you up a bit to the next level. But when you don't have all of this in place, what you continually get is the results that we are getting. And that's why we need to also tell the CJN, kudos.
But she can't go it alone.
She can't go it alone. That's why I'm saying the bar profession we should not just come here to mouth these things. We should all join hands. It's our profession, it's the only profession that we know. And if we let it die, one day we'll wake up, there will be no law to practice.
Liborous Oshomah is a legal practitioner. Thank you for